Hello there, it's Rebecca Miller, the Skin Whisperer, and this is take two. Sorry, last night I actually completed, I thought, the end of the skincare experiment, but I accidentally posted it on my private page. So here we go again, take two. And it's funny when you actually go back and watch the video, there's always something that you forget to mention, or when I do these videos, I try and make it as simple as I can, because we know that most people at home don't sort of understand a skin expert's lingo. So it's a really, that fine line of actually giving you too much information is one of the things that us skin experts actually struggle with. So let me make it as easy and as simple as possible. So I did it, 6 weeks on conventional skincare. Wow, that's all I can say. I'm going to get Courtney to quickly go around my skin. One of the things that I really have to say is the skin, being the largest organ in the body, is an amazing organ. I mean, it just keeps coming back and serving us like no other organ. Most people are not very kind to their skin, and it really catches up to you probably a little bit later in life, around that third year, around 30, when you start to notice things not so some little brown spots coming through, or some fine lines and wrinkles or blemishes. But that's one thing that the skin is just an amazing thing. So obviously, being on this skincare experiment, I've learned a lot. The biggest thing is that I know there's so many women that must feel like I do, and I can honestly say to you, hand on heart, this has been really tough. I feel like I've really aged over the last 6 weeks, and you can see all my lines are so obvious, especially just because my skin is so essential fatty acid deficient, which is dehydration. So not only do I have poor lipids in my skin, I'm actually losing water because my barrier is just in turmoil. I basically, as I said before, psychologically, the effect it's been profound, actually. I didn't realise that I would actually feel like this as a confident woman. It's been such a surprise. I feel like, and the next experiment, when I do actually do something like this, I'm actually going to wear a t-shirt that says hashtag the skincare experiment. Don't look at my skin, because I feel like that's all I've said it. I've said it to clients, I've said it to people, when I've had to go to the school and pick the kids up, because I feel ashamed that my skin is red, irritated, my lines are really predominant. I'm a skin expert, I should have perfect skin. So the people that aren't watching, knowing that I'm doing a skincare experiment where I've actually blown up my skin completely, wouldn't know. So, and I feel like I'm being judged. So there must be so many women out there, and I know for a fact there is, because we have seen so many of them, and it's been amazing, the women that have reached out, and I just feel privileged that I've been able to actually help these ladies. I know I'm not just changing skin, I'm changing lives. And you know what, it's always about helping women, and I feel that this skin experiment has been one of the biggest things for me in my, being a skin expert career. We have seen, between myself and my teams, we have seen so many people's skin, and it is women sitting at home where I have said, your skin, you do not feel comfortable in it, it's not how it's meant to feel. So if you're red, if you're irritated, these are all things that we can help you with. And sometimes it can be something really, really easy. When you have obviously a skin discovery session or a skin consultation, there's so many factors that we need to take into consideration. It isn't just about what you're using at home, it's internal health, it's your lifestyle, hormonal changes. There's so many things that we take into consideration, and a skin consultation normally goes for around about 45 minutes, and we sit down and we really go through everything that we need to be able to give you the best advice. And we also come up with a treatment plan if it's necessary, and definitely a product plan that's individually customised to suit every individual client, because as we know, there is no two skins the same. So it's, as I said to you before, it's been amazing. I've actually just written a couple of little things down because I know whenever I do the videos, I quite often will forget something. So as I said, the products that I've been using, a lot of fragrance and colours and perfumes in them. As we know, perfume fragrances are the #1 skin sensitizer. So ladies, if your products smell nice, go and throw them in the bin. There are chemicals that are going onto your skin and completely disturbing the barrier of the skin and how it functions. It is not going to serve your cells in the skin at all by having these ingredients on there, and it's normally a chemical, and as we know, we want to try and reduce the amount of chemicals that we're sort of around or come in contact with, because it all plays a big part. The products are also, they're not pH balanced, so I do know that this has an effect on the lipids in my skin and the water. And I mean, I know this slide is something that I always, it's my go-to, an unhealthy epidermis and a healthy epidermis. The epidermis is the outer layer of the skin. This slide is always my go-to. What we need to remember is if we have a beautiful, strong, healthy epidermis, it will have a domino effect into the rest of the skin, because the predominant cell, the keratinocyte, is the king of the skin. He's the conductor, and he tells all the other cells what they need to do. This is in very basic terms, so you guys at home, the consumer, can actually understand. So if he's not healthy and getting exactly what he needs, coming up through the mitosis process, or the cell division down here in the basal layer, and coming up and to form this, and doesn't get exactly what he needs, he's not going to have a healthy, strong membrane. And I know for a fact that's exactly what's happened to my skin. My skin is completely compromised. I know water's evaporating out of it. This morning when I woke up, I had a shiny patch here and here, which means that my lipids are completely compromised as well. Lipids we need, water and lipids on the surface to make sure we keep everything in, and also to make our skin waterproof. So I know that this is completely compromised at the moment. A lot of the products, as I just looked down, I know they have emulsifiers and preservatives. I had quite a few people actually message me last night on Facebook and ask me exactly what preservatives and emulsifiers are. So preservatives are what gives your products its shelf life. Normally it's, to stop them being bacterial, germs getting in. It stops that from happening, and normally it's not a very good, it's a chemical that normally goes in there. It's not, it doesn't blend with the composition of the skin. And then emulsifiers are, so in products you would have remembered in science, your water and oil emulsion and your oil and water emulsion, and it's what, I'm just trying to remember so I don't forget anything. So what it is that actually compromises the skin as well. So with the Dermavisual ranges, which is a corneotherapeutic range, it is free of emulsifiers. It's probably the go-to selling fact about this amazing product that we sell here at Labella, and that is because it, as I said, it's emulsifier free. It has a washout effect, trying to make it so it's easy for you guys to understand. It actually attaches itself to the outer layer of the skin, and when you perspire or have a shower, it actually has a wash-off effect, and it just completely disturbs the barrier. Without being too technical, because I know a lot of, when we talk as skin experts, most people have no idea what we're talking about, so just to try and keep it back into layman terms. But I love this slide because it really does show, the healthy epidermis and the unhealthy epidermis, and I think it's a great slide to go to. So 6 weeks, hey? What an experiment it's been, and we're just about to start the skincare experiment 2, and that's going to be take my skin back to health. And we've actually got lots of different little skin experiments up our sleeve, and I'm going to be the human experiment, my poor skin. But the thing about this experiment it's been mind-blowing, the women that have actually reached out, because I wasn't sure how it would go, but it has definitely proven my point that we have to be really aware of what goes into what is in our skincare, and self-prescribing. A lot of clients will go up and think they have a particular skin type, and and it's not the right one. So they're actually getting ingredients and products that are not actually suited to their skin type, and that's another big issue that we actually see. People think they've got an oily skin, they come in and we actually work out there's hardly any lipids or oil in their skin at all. So it's quite interesting. If you are looking for somebody to give you a skin assessment, look for a corneotherapist, because I can tell you now, the training and the expertise that these ladies have is world renowned, world class. We continuously are learning more and more and more about the skin, and how we as skin experts can help people have the skin they deserve. We look at so many things, internal health. As I said, on this experiment, I have still continued all my internals, which is omega-3, my zinc, my pre and probiotic, my vitamin C. I've drank my 2 to 3 litres of water every day. I have a healthy lifestyle. I haven't had a lot of stress in that time. I have not been out in sun at all, because I knew these products had a lot of perfumes in them, and I didn't want to have that sun, where it actually interacts with the perfumes that are in the product. So I was really scared of that. I didn't want to cause any more damage than is necessary. I have noticed that my vascular has really become quite prominent. I don't know if you can see that. Courtney's sort of coming in, and whether you can see that, I feel that my pigment has become a little bit more visual. So yeah, it's been very interesting, and thank you to all the skin experts that have reached out. I've definitely taken one for the team here, and it's been really amazing, and my skin can't wait to get onto some beautiful products that are going to nurture my skin back. So I'm actually going to start my corneotherapeutic cleanser, lotion and moisturizer. And the great thing about the corneotherapeutic products is it's free from all those ingredients that really affect the barrier of the skin and how the cell functions. So they're free of perfume, fragrances, emulsifiers, mineral oils, what else, Court? Colours, all those kind of things. So basically we're just going to nurture my skin back to beautiful health. I'm going to use a gentle cleansing milk, the DMS cleanser from the Derma Vigils range, and the lotion N. In my video last night, I said if it's a product that you haven't tried, you must try it. It is probably my favourite product in my experience of being a skin therapist. Gives your skin all the essential fatty acids that it needs to function correctly, and my DMS moisturiser. So I'm going to start out very simple, because my skin is so compromised at the moment. I do have to take it gently, but I'm going to, we also have a video of the experiment coming, and we look forward to sharing that with you, and just sharing all the photos, everything. I've documented everything, all my skin readings. The hydration in my skin at the moment is basically non-existent. So I can't wait to nurture my skin back to health. But as you can imagine, last night when we realised that I'd actually done this on the wrong page, it meant I had to actually use the products for another go. So here I go for the final and last time. These perfumed, coloured, emulsifier, all the bad things, mineral oils, in the bin, never to be returned, onto my skin anyway. It's the end of the experiment. Thank God, praise the Lord, my skin can actually be nurtured back to being beautiful again. To Courtney, who over the last 6 weeks has been here to video everything. She's taken every photo, and let me tell you, it's been a lot of work documenting the journey. So thank you, Courtney, and to thank you guys for listening in, for watching and paying attention. I haven't, my skin hasn't loved every minute of it, but I've really loved every minute of the women that I've been able to help, you know, with their skin and just really get them to just really know what's in their ingredients, see their skin, and, you know, just in a couple of weeks we've seen so many changes. It's been phenomenal. As I said yesterday, there's been so many amazing transformations, is exactly what I have to say. You know, I had a young teacher that came in, and her skin, I think it's the reddest skin I've ever seen in my life. When we first put her onto her skincare regime, it actually got a little bit worse before it got better, but at the 3-week mark, when we took the photos, we've actually got her as a great before and after, and I can't wait to share that with you, because the transformation has been phenomenal, and I can't imagine where this lady's, you know, her skin's going to go if we've seen that transformation in 3 weeks. But anyway, I could sit here and talk about skin all day, and you know, thank you to everybody that's followed this journey, and we look forward to sharing with you the skincare experiment number 2. And we've got all these different ideas now for things where we can actually educate and show you ladies so many things to show you how it's so easy to have healthy, beautiful, functioning skin that you don't even need to have makeup on. That's where we want to go, and that's the skin that you should be striving for, and we can help you with that. So thank you to everybody that's followed this journey, and I'm Rebecca Miller. This is it, the final skincare experiment 1 of Do You Know What's in Your Skincare products is over. Thank you very much.